Welcome back, guys. My name is Duble, and I'm not like any realtor you know. Over the past 13 years, I've helped hundreds and hundreds of clients just like you either relocate to Austin or make a local move, working with over 22 home builders. Guys, even if it's the middle of the night, you can still reach out to me. Just look at how in the description below, because you deserve a 5-star experience. Now, guys, I'm so excited to take you through this gorgeous model. This is the Catalina by Taylor Morrison in Travisso. Not only is Travisso a one-of-a-kind community in Leander, Texas, just north of Austin, this builder has brought us a stunning example of what they can do. Now, the Catalina is actually, this is the second Catalina model they've put in Travisso. If you want to see the first one, we did a video on it. It was a super successful video. I think over 15,000 people watched that video. And you can click this link right here and you can check out that video. It was a much more Mediterranean feel. This vibe is much different. It's clean, it's simple, and it's just beautiful. There's a reason why this plan has been so popular by Taylor Morrison. We're going to go through everything, guys. The dining room, we have the office. There's some nooks and crannies that are secret in this house. It's just beautiful. Now, this stunning living room is just so choice. It's beautiful. You've got these gorgeous 3-panel sliding doors, which are crazy nice, and they're very pricey, and they're beautiful. They're an option that you can include there. They're probably about $15,000 to $16,000, maybe a little bit more. That's about the average across most builders. I'm not sure exactly what Taylor Morrison's charging for those, but definitely worth it when you have a panoramic view like this one does out back. And, well, it's pretty good view. I don't know about fully panoramic, but it is a really good view. It's not quite as panoramic as the other model was. Then you have that super tall ceilings with all the natural light from the 3 transom windows, that tile on the fireplace that goes all the way up, and then you have that catwalk above you that takes you into the game room, this bonus space above this kitchen. Now, this kitchen is enormous. It has an oversized island. You have 4-chair bar seating. You have all the uppers and lowers in the cabinets. I love the dark choices, the stainless appliances. Of course, all these options do complement each other so beautifully. Now, just FYI, in this video, you might notice, if you stick around, that there are some interesting camera angles that we did. Mostly because I had a poor and sweet, I say poor because I felt so bad for her. This poor cleaning lady was in the home and she did such a wonderful job, but she was so kind. And the poor thing, she was just having to like juggle around me. And I didn't mean to, I was trying to be like, hey, I'm coming in the room. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I was like, it's totally fine. I don't have to get you. But I was trying to be respectful of her being in the camera angles and so forth. But she was so nice. And sometimes that happens. You try to be respectful and let everybody know you're coming. But sometimes people just come in and, you know. But anyway, so if there's some weird angles, you might, that's why. But I can't wait. It's not generally to the end. So maybe you don't notice. Anyway, all that said, I was thrilled to be able to walk through this one. It's just beautiful. Now, if you're new to the channel, guys, just so you know, we exist. I exist. I run this channel to help people just like you make the move into Austin. Now, there are other agents out there definitely doing videos, but what uniquely separates us is the fact that we have been a top performing team for over 13 years. And I have what's called a 6-time Icon Award winning agent at EXP, our brokerage, which puts us in the top 1% of 1%. I don't know. It's a very high number out of 90,000 agents. And all that, I only share that because this is all we do. It's all we do. We do it all day long and we love it. It's our joy. It's our ministry. It's our passion. And we really enjoy serving people, especially if you're thinking about making the move. Now, this living room, or excuse me, this owner suite, this master suite, owner suite, is just so spacious. It has that seating area with the 2 picture windows against the back wall, multiple beams along the top. Now, these are all options, by the way, additional things that you can add in the build. They're not, I don't think the beams are standard. I'm just going to say they're not standard. But this house is representative of a much finer, much more high quality, much more designed finish. So it leads you right into this open owner's bath, the owner's suite, where you have this spa setup. You have that pass-through window into the shower. You have that standalone soaking tub. Very, very wide cabinets, tons of storage, all your lowers with your counter surface there to maximize storage for your double vanity. You have this extremely long, very, very lovely closet space here. We're going to go back and look in that shower momentarily, and you'll see all that space, the bench seating, the double shower heads. There's a lot going on in this bathroom. There's a ton to see. Now, just so you have an idea of how large this home is, we're looking at 4,789 square feet to 5,213, so about 4,800 to 5,200. It is a 4 to 5 bed plan, and you have 4.5 to 5.5 baths. So either 4 or 5, you're going to get that half bathroom. It's a 2-story, and you have the optional 4th car garage on this plan as well. It starts just over $1 million at $1.054990. But this house, with all of its finishes, is no doubt closer to 1.8, 1.9. There's a lot of upgrades in this home, which we will show you. I'm going to show you the backyard. I'm going to show you everything in this property. It's beautiful. So the layout in this bathroom, now the dimensions that they don't offer the square footages for the layout, but I can tell you just walking through this home, it's so spacious and grand. And I really like Taylor Morrison. Their layout is great. By the way, Taylor Morrison and Toll Brothers designed this entire community. They do have Drees in here and a couple of others, but Taylor Morrison and Toll Brothers, they created, it's a 2,100 acre community. Taylor Morris, or Travisso is. And it's super unique. Now we're going to come right through there, by the way, into this laundry space. You have a sink in here. So many things going on. So I was just kind of talk a little bit more about Travisso because it's such a unique offering. There really isn't anything like it in Leander. Cedar Park has some communities that have views, but Travisso, gosh, it is so beautifully placed. It's right on 1431, which is the highway connecting Cedar Park all the way out to the Hill Country. It takes you all the way into Hutto if you go the other direction. But this community is just really uniquely placed because if you go out of the community, you take a right, you go into the Hill Country, you go left, you're like 5 minutes from anything you need, really. It's, massive shopping and entertainment, dining. It's, highways, the tollway is not too far from here, 183. So lots of convenience, lots of amenities, and it's going to be a little while, but they're eventually going to be putting some commercial development inside just a little bit. I think in the front, there's going to be some basic shopping needs in the front of the community. They've been talking about some commercial space down in there. So keep your eye out for that. But yes, super great layout, very thoughtful. You have your bath over here leading into this space, which is going to be obviously one of your downstairs ensuite bedrooms. Very convenient. I just love the idea of having like an elderly family member coming in and living with you and staying and enjoying this space. You have just immediate access to the restroom. And of course, you can go through this bathroom space through the door outside. Closet's really nicely sized, but you go through the bathroom, there's a closet. There's a bathroom with a door that goes out to the backyard, which is really, really nice. So if you were to do a pool or something like that and you had a guest, you could just come right in, use the restroom in this bathroom. You don't have to go through the house, which I thought was a really nice feature. So just all around, just a really, really smart plan. Who's that guy? Who is that guy? That said, you have a really large back patio. And there are some options with the backyard that I did want to cover here. So you have your optional covered patio. And of course, you can upgrade to the 15x8 3-panel door. The optional, you can extend the primary suite, by the way, and push that out, which that owner's the one in the model does. You can actually build out your dining space as well. Now, this backyard is lovely. No pool in this backyard. I think the other model did. It was beautiful. This one's also very lovely, but when you look back, there's a lovely view off to the left, which is great. This one does have some view of the neighborhood on the right when you're looking out the back door, but there's definitely some view of the hill country and so forth on the left there. You have your optional gourmet kitchen 3 and 4, so there's multiple options that you can choose from there, and then just the 3 or 4 car garage option. So lots to modify and change. And again, you can get from just a little over a million base all the way up to, 1.8 and above, depending on the lot that you pick. And the lot premiums can be anywhere from, $100,000 and up. So again, just a beautiful layout on this main level. Now we're going to be heading upstairs in just a moment. And I really did want to show you, you can see me kind of backing up here because that sweet lady was coming down the steps and I didn't want to catch her in the frame. Now, one of the things that's super unique about this particular plan is when you walk up this, you have your mid-level, which is going to be a little sitting area right up the first half of the flight of stairs. So this is something that is only in a few other models in all of Austin, but Catalina Taylor Morrison, the Catalina plan, really executes that beautifully. So you come up the steps and you have a direct shot into another bedroom, and then you can just kind of swing around. You can see there's some views from here. Beautiful, couple of windows, beautiful, lets the light in. It's en suite as well, and there is a nice sized closet in here, which is obviously very nice. You go right through the bathroom to access it. And then we're going to come back out, and in just a moment, we'll take you across that catwalk, which I think is a super cute, super unique kind of feature. There's a lot of, style, character. It just differentiates itself. You have these catwalks versus just, kind of open landings upstairs or, hallways, so to speak. There's a lot of the hallway feels kind of going away. They're doing a lot more of the open air, open catwalk, open view down into the main level. And they do that here really well. So we're going to go across this catwalk. You have a view down into the entry, those double metal doors, and then you have a view down to the right, which is your main living space. And you see the view through those transom windows. Isn't that beautiful? They really captured that well. And what's amazing about that is also demonstrates just how high that ceiling is on that covered patio. So not only are you having views out there, you can just, you have a really grand back patio space. Now, this is one of the rooms that I enjoyed so much in the Catalina, the more Mediterranean, the first model that I did a video and I referenced at the beginning of this video because of this game room here. Now, this game room is great. In the way that they laid out this game room, it's very similar to the one they did in the other house. It's open. You have your wet bar with your fridge. You have that seating area against the wall with that counter that goes all the way down. And this really is the pride and joy of this particular floor plan. You have this second level covered patio, which is so massive. It's absolutely stunning, just beautiful. And then you have views of, in this particular model here, you have views to the left of the hill country and then the rolling kind of west side of the Travisso landscape, which is beautiful. By the way, they just opened the third section of Travisso, so lots are available. There's lots with views, there's lots without views, there's bigger lots, there's 50-foot product, there's 70-foot product. I do believe this is a 70-foot product you have to have in order to be able to put this plan on it because it's a pretty wide plan. And then out of that bonus space, you come in here and you have your theater or your, whatever you end up wanting this to be. This is set up kind of as a theater space. You can come and it's what they call a media room. So your media room does accommodate, at least comfortably 10, 15 people, no problem. I love this chess set. I thought that was super cool. I actually picked up one of the chess pieces, wondering how heavy it was. I think it's like a resin. So I thought it was like metal because they're sprayed like with a metallic paint. It's just really beautiful. So walking past that wet bar into this other additional bedroom on the top here off the game room space. And I like the wallpaper. It adds a lot of character to the space, but they made a lot of really cool selections in this model just to really, really kind of enhance all the features to show you exactly what the home's best case and best use is. So just beautiful. Now this bedroom is also en suite. So again, lots of bathrooms in this home. We have, as I mentioned, between 4 and 5 beds, and you have between 4.5 and 5.5. So each one of these bedrooms is going to have its own bathroom. So just lovely. We're going to come very accommodating closet with the small kind of small access to the attic space there. And there's a little surprise. We're going to be heading down stairs just in a minute. And when you get down there, you'll see that there's a really sizable office space. But if you've seen the first Catalina, you know where I'm going with this. But there's a little surprise in the office, which I think is really cool. And again, I kind of had to walk backwards because That poor lady was kind of dancing around me whenever I was doing my filming here. Okay, exploring the last of the bedrooms on the second level here. Again, everything that you could need. By the way, the Catalina floor plan is at Travisso is part of the Florence collection, and definitely it's a sophisticated plan. I mean, it includes, expansive high ceilings. It's got that great room, that massive fireplace, the dedicated formal dining room for, your dinner parties. And then you have your charming outdoor area. You can actually expand with outdoor fireplace as well. That's another option. And just, it's got that gorgeous chef's bathroom, chef-inspired kitchen. I said bathroom, excuse me. The chef's bathroom near the chef's kitchen, thankfully. It's a well-appointed study. It's just got broad covered porch. Just the curb appeal is awesome on this. And I think that there's three elevations for this plan. And I think the one they did, in my opinion, is the nicest one. I like the one that they did on the model. I think it's probably their most popular because it's just, they keep knocking out of the park with these models, and they put that same elevation on. Now, back downstairs in the office, you have the 3 picture windows against the side wall of the house here. And here's that little surprise. You see that small little open door there? Well, stand by. I'm going to show you something really cool. Now, you have the view of this room just to kind of give you the expanse of the room size. You can fully use this for whatever you need. You head into the little corridor here. It's a pass-through for Fido, which is a fun little doggy space. Now, obviously, you don't have to use this as what they did, but I thought that was just a charming little addition to really give this home so much more character. You do have this understair storage. That is, of course, the staircase goes up, and then just above us here on the left side is that first level landing between the first flight and the second flight of stairs. But in through this little pass-through, that double set of doors is little doggy heaven, which I thought was so cool. Now, we came out of the room and just wanted to pan around this living space to give you an idea for perspective where we are. But that is the Catalina by Taylor Morrison in Travisso. It's their second Catalina. It is beautiful, guys. 4,800 to 5,200 square feet roughly, starting at 1.055 million and going from there depending on your lot. Call me if you have questions, please. I am here to serve you. This is all I do. And as I mentioned, I'm not like anybody you've ever met. We do this all the time. We are a 5-star winning team. We have over 200 5-star reviews, and I would love to show you why. Guys, thank you again for taking time to watch this. YouTube's going to make a couple of recommendations. They'll pop up some videos that you can choose from. Click those, jump on the website, on our YouTube channel rather, and feel free to shop around on those videos to enjoy. Thank you so much for being here, and we will see you guys on the next one.